My name is Lisa Cottrell-Bentley, and I am the CEO of the Do Life Right Inc. publishing company. In May 2012, we published our first picture book, Together We Sleep, by Dr. Laura Koniver. The premise of this book, which is aimed at children ages 6 and under and their parents, is to show how normal and natural and beautiful and safe co-sleeping and the family bed are around the world. The back of this book states, nighttime is such a special and important time for kids. It's a time to curl up and feel cozy, safe, and loved. All over the world, families sleep together. They reconnect at night. Grab this book, snuggle with your child, and connect with each other again tonight. Together we sleep. In recent years, co-sleeping has come under fire from opponents who claim it endangers children's lives. In the press pack that you've all received, you can see images of billboards that depict co-sleeping in an inaccurate portrayal along with threatening falsehoods. The truth is that the infant-parent co-sleeping is the normative pattern for the human species, and our own recent departure from this universal pattern has negative consequences. Our company policy is also on that press pack, and it says, Do Life Right Inc. endorses co-sleeping in the form of a family bed for all healthy and non-medicated children with their healthy, non-medicated, and non-smoking parents. This bed should be created in a physically safe manner, for example, no soft bedding. Co-sleeping provides a calming and natural environment where children are safer than anywhere else they could be while sleeping. Studies have proven that a family bed reduces the risks of sudden infant death syndrome, otherwise known as SIDS, or crib death. And despite the media hype on the dangers of co-sleeping, the facts are that much of the world's population sleep with their babies and do so safely. So how could a sleeping arrangement that has been around for centuries all of a sudden become unsafe? It can't. According to sleep expert Dr. James J. McKenna, a professor of anthropology and the director of the Center for Behavioral Studies of Mother-Infant Sleep from Notre Dame University, he states, infants and parents sleeping together or in proximity to one another is the way that the nutritional, transportation, social, emotional, and thermal needs of human infants continue to be met worldwide. This includes Japan, where the rates of SIDS are the lowest in the world. In most cultures, parent-infant contact is considered to be as important during the night as it is during the day. In contrast, the industrial Western world's accepted model of normal and healthy infant sleep assumes that it is best for the child to sleep in isolation with minimal parental involvement. But, he goes on to say, infants were designed to sleep next to their mothers for nighttime breastfeeding, so solitary infant sleep represents a novel, if not alien, experience for which not all infants, we contend, are equally prepared. The United States ranks 42nd in infant survival in the industrialized world. Our differences from the best-ranking nations is a high predominance of formula feeding, isolated sleep, and medical intervention. The highest co-sleeping and breastfeeding nations rank with half our overall infant death rate, and SIDS is negligible. Since co-sleeping helps facilitate successful breastfeeding, and breastfeeding has been proven to have significant health advantages for infants and toddlers, getting rid of isolated sleep and formula feeding would reduce our rank in infant survival significantly. The bottom line is that infants do sleep with their parents, and it can be done safely. So the question should be, how can I sleep with my baby safely? Not should I? The data on the incidence of SIDS in a bed versus in a crib should be shown to parents rather than the propaganda that you all have seen. Together We Sleep accurately portrays healthy co-sleeping around the world. To find out more about co-sleeping and the family bed, please visit Dr. Koniver's website, intuitionphysician.com, and I'm happy to field your questions now.
You've spoken about sleeping with the babies, is that correct?
Yes.
I think this is a very controversial subject. In fact, if you are a proponent of sleeping with a baby, I think you're gonna have a fight like the Pope and the Galileo. I believe sleeping in the bed with a baby is absolutely dangerous. You don't know what you're doing at night when you're sleeping. Even your arm movement or leg movement can hit the baby and hurt it bad.
I understand your concerns. The research shows us, in fact, that when a mother sleeps next to her child, that she produces oxytocin in her body, which enables her to know exactly where that baby is at all times. And fathers can get that as well, the longer they sleep with their child.
This sounds like mumbo jumbo.
And when that happens, that there isn't the fear, as long as the parent is not medicated.
I think it's common sense. Any person sleeping next to it will not be able to sleep well. The parents sometimes are woken up by the baby's movements, and
Yes,
it causes.
they are, and that helps reduce the risk of SIDS.
But that also means if the babies are not sleeping, the parents may be able to sleep well in bed.
When children
And
sleep with their parents, parents actually receive
When-
more
When
sleep
babies are
overall.
sleeping by themselves, parents can sleep better, they'll be less grumpy during the day. I think it makes absolutely no sense to move away from what common sense is. And
Do you have anything against the crib industry?
I do not have anything against the crib industry, and for people who are concerned about bumping into their child, a great alternative is to put the crib right next to the parent's bed so that they can reach out and have that connection during the night.
That's my point.
And
So
be-
How about
if
if
the
the parents
baby,
are very heavy?
If a parent is obese, then it might not be safe, and that is why we state that it is for healthy, non-medicated adults who are in a non-smoking
that
environment.
is such a subjective issue.
Obesity is not subjective. There are actually weight guidelines that can easily be found online for when it is safe and when it is not for sleeping with
So
babies.
Does this mean that the parents that have medical issues
They should,
cannot be healthy?
they should
parents?
not, oh, of course
They cannot
not.
have healthy
All
relationship with
parents,
parents?
all parents can be fabulous parents. But when we have the opportunity to be the best that we can possibly be, we should do that, no matter what that best is for us individually. For the vast majority of people around the world, that means co-sleeping. For a lot of parents who cannot breastfeed or co-sleep, they choose the next best, which is to have the child as close as possible and to feed the child the best food that they can receive.
how many debates and research has been done with those two viewpoints, and has a government body come out with any recommendation to your point of view?
The World Health Organization believes that all children should be breastfed until a minimum of age 2. And they outright state that the best way to do that for all infants is to have the mother and infant in close proximity to each other during the nighttime hours. And both the parent and the child will get the best sleep. And thank you very much for coming out and asking me these questions today. And I've been happy to share with you the benefits of co-sleeping today. And please enjoy our picture book, Together We Sleep.
Thank you, Lisa, thank you very much.
Thank you.